Oh. What is happening? Is my OBS crashing? Oh, 1 second, 1 second. Oh, 1 second, 1 second. I will continue. I will connect the YouTube chat. I can see Mandy Gardner and Ma. Welcome, you both. I hope the audio is fine. Maybe like this? Yes, I think it should be fine. Anyways, welcome. I'm just back from cardio. Yeah, I did cardio. I'm cutting. I'm like 2 days left of my cutting phase, then I will bulk again. I hope it worked a bit. I'm still a bit body fat, but like it's better. So like let's stop at it before it gets stale, right? Something like that. I will get so massive. Okay, where were we? Right. Basically, we wanted to finish this game, or like basically, I will finish it in private, but we will finish it here. The 3rd chapter. Where were we again? Let's see, 12:9? 18:30? Yeah, you can see how chaotic I moved the saves, right? I'm not stingy with the save. 18:3, 18:3, 18:3. I guess this is the newest. Okay, let's see. Also, I'm running out of time. I need to finish 2 commissions before Christmas, and it's almost Christmas. I have to prepare the Christmas roast and then do some fursuit sewing. Let's do it all. And then prepare for the trip. Kind of much going on, right? But, and I will also like record some videos to kind of post while I'm on trip. And also before. And the Christmas special maybe. What could be a good Christmas special for me? But anyways, let's continue with the game. Dieter says, listen up, today is target practice. That means bow and arrow? Or guns? Until now we've been doing almost nothing but fencing, but this time we'll be introduced to guns. Really guns? It's scary. Training pistols have been prepared for us. Targets have been stuck into the ground. It seems we will be practicing by shooting them. As you all know, knights mainly use swords. I only use my sword. Dual wielding. No, not. How is it? Two-handed. Great sword. That's what fits to me, I think. That's because we want to avoid as many accidental shootings as possible. Bonsoir, fellow. Welcome, AGP Dams. Did I say that right? Guns are an effective way to kill, but even the slightest miss could result in a dead civilian. That's scary. I don't like guns. Because I'm a fox, I don't like guns. ATP Dams asks, how do you do this fine evening or day? I'm great. The last days I felt a bit off, but now I'm feeling better again, and I had some outside cardio, and I will do a workout later, and also commissions. Also, I studied a lot of clothing folds. So look, we can analyze this. Look, there are clothing folds here. And this. And this. I need to study clothing folds more. I think it's something kind of cryptic. J-Rock, welcome. I sadly cannot read your language. Is it Thai? But yeah, you can totally write the same thing in like English or like Romati or like Latin script. If it's possible, of course. If not, it's also fine, but I cannot like read it. But like, I hope it's not a slur or something. Guns are an effective way to kill, but even the slightest miss could result in a dead civilian. Yeah, I will not use guns. The only guns I have are my biceps. Okay. I'm sure you all heard about it from Celio. But because knights travel to other countries, we gotta have the trust of the civilians. If your shooting ends up with civilian casualties, the public outcry will make crossing borders a pain for you. In almost all cases, you will take criminals down by hand or sword. Always remember that. That said, lots of criminals use guns. A sword usually won't do much good against them. That's why you're all gonna learn how to handle one. That way, you'll be able to escape with your lives if it comes down to it. It means big bro. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But some countries ban the use of guns. In the end, your own strength is what's most important. Yes, that sounds better. After his talk, Professor Derry loads rubber training bullets into each of our guns and we get ready to try them out. I take a shot at a person-shaped target on the training grounds, then another. It's harder than I expected and none of my bullets hit. Phew. On the other hand, all of Theo's bullets hit dead center. It seems swords aren't the only thing he excels at. Humph. Child's play. Is there anything this guy can't do? Yes, I hit it again. Oh. But against all expectations, someone else's bullets do the same. They're Oscars, of all people. You're incredible. I never knew you had it in ya. It's probably just luck, but hitting the target sure does feel nice. That's scary. There's no way you can get out of him by luck. Are you sure you've never done this before? You're a natural. A natural? Wow, Oscar. I'm glad you think so. Oscar and I were both terrible at fencing, so it's a little frustrating that he's already this good with guns. But I will be good with benching. I just remembered. I got some good news for you guys today. Maybe we will have a class excursion. Class trip. That's right, starting today you're now allowed to leave campus. I guess that's kind of like a class trip. We can? Wait, what? But that means that the store where we met Oscar was on campus, right? It was kind of a school store. I'm sure you've all gotten used to living here by this point. Now you can leave campus and walk around the island all you want. Yes. Now we can go to the bookstore. But couldn't you already order books whenever you want? Are you kidding? Books must be picked out in person, don't be stupid. I don't know. I think I also like to use Patreon for it. Also thank you all my patrons. I don't have books on Patreon, but I have like some like videos and some, it's just like for support, and it's also some like drawing progress for every month. Yeah, thank you so much. But yeah, I love picking out books too, but the only bookstore that I go to is Mandarake and Book Off. Book Off and Mandarake. That's my bookstores. I can explain. I have special interests that are refined. Refined interests. Let's see. Where is... Yeah. Do you all go to bookstores? I was recently in a bookstore and they had like a comic about doujinshi. So it was like a comic about, I think, love interests who met at the doujinshi convention. So it's like really like kind of like multiple layers of comics, I guess. A comic about comics. Does that make sense? Calm down. Oh, konnichiwa, Bran-san. Oh, thank you so much, Vankuro-san. Konnichiwa. calm down. Just behave yourselves, okay? Got it. We will buy so many snacks now. Going out. I should try going for a walk in my free time. Yes, it's cardio. Got to go out. But do we also have come out? Come out? Like coming out? Like telling someone that we're gay? Okay. Let's go. Craig Island. Also, we'll save somewhere. Can I? Oh, I cannot save yet. No, we'll save. Free time. Let's go. But yeah, I really love the like drawings. They're like really fun, and I think like the face expressions especially are really fun. Argo not drop. Welcome, Argo. We are playing you now, and you are also really freaky. Let's go to... Where should we go first? There's so many... Let's go to the store and get some snacks. Oh, Professor Derry. Hey, Blan. Are you doing some shopping? I'm a bit hungry. Thing. I know, since we're here, why don't we grab a bite to eat? My treat. Really? Thank you. What should I do? Oh, there are so many options that we don't have yet. Consult. I've never eaten at the canteen before. Is there something you recommend? There is. How about I buy it for you? Sounds good. What is he buying for us? Here. It must be the... How it's called? Napolitan Sando. Napolitan pan. Napolitan curry pan. Spaghetti curry bread. What is this? What you got for me is what looks like a sausage cut into slices with some kind of white sauce on top. Sausage cut into slices with some kind of white sauce on top. This is called Kamelwurst. Kamelwurst. What Wurst is like? It's like so German. This is so German. I feel so homely. Is this a real thing? I will Google it. I guess not. I'm not sure what Kamel means. Kamin Woods? Or maybe Kamelwurst? I'm not sure. Never heard of it. Is this sausage? Yes, Wurst is the German word for sausage. Yep, it's sausage with a certain kind of sauce. It was introduced by someone called Kamil. Yeah, that's why I didn't know it. Hence the name Kamelwurst. I like... What do I like? Which wurst do I like? Sausage, yes. It looks amazing. Go on, try it before it gets cold. Don't mind if I do. What is the Japanese version of it? Well, da itadakimasu. Yes. And like English, of course, is like, don't mind if I do. I guess like in English, in German, it would be Mahlzeit. I threw a piece of it into my mouth. The juices from the piping hot sausage and the mild white sauce combined, creating a harmoniously savory flavor. That's so good, isn't it? This is a traditional dish from Haarschreich. Yeah, that makes sense. Konbanwa. Nathaniel Lopez, welcome. What from Haarschreich? Yeah, I mean like Argo. Think for a second, Argo. It's called something something Wurst. It has to be from Arschreich, right? Like for example Weißwurst or Leberwurst. Which other Wurst? Bockwurst, Bratwurst. I like Bratwurst. Yeah, Argo. The white sauce on top is made from goat's milk. Goats? Unlike the sprawling plains we have here in Frontail, Arschreich is a mountainous country. They got more goats grazing there than cows. I guess like Austria has more cows, but it's still a mountainous country. Wow. That sausage is made from lamb too. Different terrain means different livestock, and different livestock means different food. That flavor is something that could only come from Arschreich. Makes sense. Different types of cooking come from different countries. Yeah, like, for example, Japan has a lot of Alti or something, and like, what was the other thing called? Alti and seaweed and, oh, maybe it's just seaweed, and the other thing is like kelp, right? But the thing is, like, what I thought, probably like European countries that are also more northern, where they also have kelp, and like at the coast, do they also eat kelp and seaweed? Because like I haven't been like to the coast much, right? But I think like at least in like German north coast, you don't see like people eating. Is there kelp in North Germany? Maybe not. But like Scotland maybe, right? Like, do Scottish people eat seaweed? I will Google this really quick. Do Scottish people eat seaweed and kelp? Would make sense, right? European seaweed dishes. Oh. 6 delicious traditional seaweed dishes. Used since ancient times, edible seaweed is back in the headlands, blah blah blah. Okay. From the coast of Wales, there comes a dish that is laverbread. It's from seaweed. And it's like, it looks like a hamburger, but it's made of seaweed. That sounds cool. And in Ireland there's some kind of pudding. Moss pudding. Oh, with vanilla and cinnamon. Makes a pudding. That also sounds great. I want to try it. Where can I try that? I guess only in Ireland and like Wales or something. Let's go to season 2. Right, this is season 1 though. Or like part 1. So sorry that I Googled all the food now. Let's see. Cornish seaweed. Oh, there's even a quiche. Yeah, that sounds great. I want some now. I think I'm out of nori. Makes sense. Different types of cooking come from different countries. Right, even a country with someone like Theo as its prince can make food this damn good. He's really hating on Theo. Really funny. And he's also from Harsh. No, wait, he's not from Arschreich. He's from Valley something. You can't judge a country on just one thing. Just like people, they have lots of different sides to them. Right. I know, Professor. I believe even Theo has things to like about him. It doesn't matter how he acts. I won't hate his whole country just because of him. Thank you. Really? I guess you already understand. I'll stay out of your business then. But I'm glad you introduced me to his country's food. Let's see. Introducing people to my country's food. Like German and like South German and Austrian dishes and stuff. I wonder what people know from my country. It's probably like, I guess like sausages and pretzel. Like everyone knows pretzels, right? Like I think like even in America, or like typically like in America, because there are a lot of like people who come from Germany there, right? So they have like in their food courts also like a pretzel place. Oh, thank you for following. Woof woof bug bug, thank you so much. Good, eat your fill and get stronger. Yes. I will get stronger, what should I do? There's nothing else I can say here, so I will just go. Don't forget your training, I won't. Where should I go? Thanks so much, Dark Wolf. Let's go to the toilets. Oh, Julius. Look, he's like even wearing his shoulder pads in the toilets. It's like, is this not only for training? No, it's like his whole getup. I unexpectedly find Julius in the bathroom. It looks like he's just about to pee. Oh, I'm Blan. Right, Blan. Sorry, I've become quite forgetful lately. But I never told you my name before. Just a moment, please. I'll be done in no time. Pack bouncer can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I will maybe do like chest training later. Either chest or arms, I still have to decide. Thank you for following. Which voice does he have? Like, just a moment please. I'll be done in no time. Like he's like a bit like more like trying to make a good impression on anyone probably, right? Like a hero type. Yes, I think it's your line. Don't worry, I'm not in a rush. Take your time. No. I would be shameful as a knight. Yeah, like he's probably like trying to be really nice, a gallant knight to everyone, and is a bit too like stuck up in his like idea of a knight, right? So he's like someone who probably does not chill down much. With Matt Mercer. No, it would be shameful as a knight to go too long and make you wait. Ah, make haste. No, wait a second. What is he saying? He is just too corny. Don't let my fellow pupil down. What a strange person. Yes. I'm not sure. I can totally explain. I'm not the writer of this. Make haste. Okay, Julius who had just finished. Why is this always so, like, descriptively written? Okay, I will just continue. Listen, Plan. A knight always makes sure to shake the drops out. Shake it until there aren't any left. Okay. Stains are not okay. Okay, let's just continue here. And right then, 5 golds are welcome. Okay, all done. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let us now enjoy a nice conversation. I think like this game makes me kind of self-conscious to going to the toilet with friends. Like it's a normal thing, but maybe it's not a normal thing. I'm not sure. I think it's just a normal thing. So we are definitely seeing this is the last chapter that we play. Afterwards, there is no streaming allowed, so we will not continue it. But then we will like play the next one. I will play this in private because it's maybe like too out there. What should I do? What should we do? Observe. I kind of want to skip this whole encounter. Observe. Julius, he's got such a strong build. It's like he's just bursting with energy. I don't think just being in a higher grade is what makes him seem so mature. Maybe it's his confidence. What's wrong, Blan? Like Argo, is there something on my face? I'm playing Knight's College right now, which is a bit like Toilet Simulator. Or could it be you want to see more of this? Wow. Wait a second. No, not that. I was just thinking about how you are so confident. Maybe it's the shoulder pads. Yes, I think that's fine. A knight must be a role model for the people. It would be a disgrace for a knight to walk around with his head hanging low. You must always throw out your chest with pride if you want to be one. Okay. A knight. This guy is exactly how I picture one. He already sees himself simply as a knight, not one in training or a student. I guess what I mean is he is my ideal image of how a knight should be. Cyberesia, welcome. And this boldness, it sort of reminds me of Professor Derry. I think I've got a better idea of what Julius is like now. Nice. But Julius. Hold save again. Then let's ignore him. What does happen then? Sorry, but I have to go to... What? Oh, my apologies for getting in your way. Don't mind me, go on. He's making this awkward. Yeah, proceed your toiletful duties. Well, I get in... Don't worry, I'm just doing my duty as your upperclassman and protecting you. True. Like they're like probably in there for hours, right? They're kind of like, it's kind of like girls' bathroom or something, where they're like just talking the whole time. Like they are bonding in there, right? They didn't even, like they were strangers before they could to the toilet, but now they know each other. I'm just doing my duty as your upperclassman. He reaches his arms around me and pulls my zipper down. Wait a second. Is this really helpful? Wait a second, out of RT. Almost got to the peak. What does this mean? Oh, it's the peak game. Welcome everyone. Okay. I can totally explain. So we are playing Knight's College now, which is like allowed to be streamed until this chapter. So like this chapter is still fine. And we are in the toilet now and going to the toilet, I guess. Yeah, I can totally explain. Like this game is like not normally centered around toilets, but right now it is. So I will stop talking now. Yeah. Anyways, I'm Blan. I stream and I have a YouTube channel with ASMR and various videos where I talk. And I'm also a bit of an artist. I like started to make art, so I stream sometimes art and also stream a lot of games and indie games and furry adjacent games. And this is the furry adjacent game, which is a furry game, which is Knight's College 1. And it does not only consist of toilet scenes. Yes. Okay, let's just continue here. What is this? This is like just like I'm not sure what is this. Okay, I think like he's helping her to go to. Okay, let's just continue. Let's just skip for all of this. What should I do? Let's just talk here. This is just talking. Where have you been, Julius? In another country for off-campus activities. I just got back here from a 4-month stay there. I think he helped us to use the toilet in a overbearing, nightly, he helps us undressing way, which is kind of like totally going over personal space, but he did it in a like helpful way, so his intentions were pure. I'm totally fine. Okay, let's go. In another country for off-campus activities. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, I'm also like trying to expand this year my game knowledge as a game reviewer, right? So I also this year played a lot of games that I would never have played and never would have streamed. For example, Alien. Like, I gasped so much and was so scared. But this is also a new thing for me. Who are you dating now? Right now, I'm not dating anyone yet. I think it's not the time for it yet. I think. Has someone you intend to date in this game? Let's see. Dating. I'm not sure how it goes with like romantic roots, but I think like right now from like the characters, I think the most fun is probably Grant, who is like just like a like friendly, happy-go-lucky guy. And the other one is like Theo the Prince, who's like a mean person. Yes. But like, look, he has like another belt under his belt, right? Like this is like just a fashionable belt, and underneath he has another belt. So like he maybe just likes leather or something. Off-campus activities in another country. Don't you know? Once you've reached your 2nd year at the Knights College, you will start participating in off-campus activities. What exactly did you do for those? You mainly accompany a Professor Knight and learn how to do investigations as you assist them. Yeah, maybe like the loosened belt is just fashionable. Like, for example, like Dio has also like, I think 2 belts, right? It doesn't need 2 belts, so it's just for fashion. Really, but I want his shoulder pads, they're cool. Serial killings. Aha. What? I was in a city where several bodies were discovered with their heads twisted off. That's not good. I've worked on the investigation with a processor, and wouldn't you know it, the crimes were committed with EP. That's scary. It's okay for students to get involved with such dangerous cases. Naturally not all students will. Only capable students such as myself are called upon specially for things like that. Haha. He's full of confidence. So what happened to the culprit? Once I knew his true identity, he was all mine. I arrested him. You did? My EP is suited for controlling people. The professor knew he could count on it and asked me to help. So EP is like special abilities, right? So like stance or something. But what does it mean controlling people? It's a cop. It's like basically like they are like knights are basically like detective cops, more like detectives probably. More like a detective, I would say. So like they have like private cases or something, or like special cases, or like special operations unit and detective combination. It's like, I'm Julius, I'm a knight, I'm a shining knight in shining armor. As my knightly duties, I will help you to go to the toilet. Okay. Ask Professor Celia about off-campus activities if you want to learn more. He's in charge of assigning cases. I'll do that. Nice. You got Celio, nice. Yes, exactly. What should I do? Leave. Okay, see you later, plan. Basically what I learned is never go into toilets. Now then, where should I go? Let's go to the passageway first. Maybe there's Theo. Oh, it's Oscar. Oh, it's Oscar. Hey, Plan. What's going on? You're just standing there. Menacingly. Oh, I guess I am. Something seems off. What should I do? So basically we already have gotten our special ability, which is basically having a visual novel UI around us. But which is kind of smart, I think. Which is kind of really smart, right? Like they have like a in-game explanation of the visual novel like buttons and everything. But the other knights, like the other people, the other students are like just unlocking it. So I think he's like also slowly unlocking his stand ability, and a part of it is probably why he's so good at bullets. Yeah. But like with friends it's fine. If you're both on the same page about like having small talk or like just like talking during it. I think that's fine. Let's talk about doubt. You're acting kind of weird. What? I don't think I am. I've seen people act like this before, you know? I could tell they were hiding something. I think like Argos, or like the protagonist, is like... He's kind of like is it called deceitful? He's like really like... playing with people, kind of. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not hiding anything. Maybe it's not called deceitful, you're right. So you're not going to tell me. And he thought we were friends. Look what he's saying, like he's like a bit like manipulating him to say it, right? That's true, Serendip, but on the other hand, it's good that they are kind of fast. So if I really have to go, it's at least better than like standing in line or not being able to go. Something. What's gotten into you all of a sudden? I told you. But if we are friends, you would tell me. Argus. Evil. Fine, I'll tell you. Now stop talking like that. I was right. You are hiding something. It's not like I was trying to. It's just that it's so ridiculous. Please don't laugh. Yesterday I saw a ghost. That's maybe his EP. A ghost? When I got up and got out of the bathroom in the middle of the night, there was this floating thing. Are you serious? It's true. I was shocked. It's maybe his stand. He thinks it's a ghost, but it's his stand. He should have read more JoJo. I thought he's like a well-read person. When I tried following it, because he's like the comic-y bookworm guy, it seemed to be going to the beach, but I was gone when I got there. You followed it? Weren't you scared? Of course I was, but I seemed like good writing material. It's braver than I thought. Besides, there was something about it that didn't seem too scary. Yeah, because it's your stand. Oscar, it's your stand. Why? Who knows? That's just the impression I got. I also love the like Mentor's smiley of Serendip. Okay. Witness. This is also a great drawing. I love the artist. Okay, let's... Oh. What did you witness? The ghost is in the Knight's College. So does that mean it's the spirit of a knight? Maybe it's the spirit of a student who failed to become one. Oh, that could be possible. He was wrecked with despair over not being able to become a knight, no matter how hard he tried. Just like me. But with other things. Like benching a house. If that's the case, maybe he threw himself into the sea. It's sad when you think of it like that. Well, that's just a guess. I'm so far behind when it comes to things like fencing. So I can relate. You wouldn't kill yourself, would you? You know, you can talk to us when things get tough, right? Don't worry, us men of the sea have strong hearts. Did I miss something? I don't know about that. What should I do? Beach. Oh yeah. Remember the secret passage I told you about? Oh, the path to the beach you and Grant found? That's right. You should have spent a lot of time there. The professor would be mad if they found out, but that makes it exciting. I beg to differ. Really? You don't want to try going there? No. You should be more adventurous. You both found it, so you should be the ones going there. Are you just pouting because we didn't ask you to come with us? Not really. Don't blame us. You were passed out on your bed. I told you I'm not pouting. Seems like pouting. What should I do? Bye. See you later. So maybe his special ability is something to do with ghosts or bullets. Grant is in the rare garden. Looks like he's sleeping. Well, it's nice and shady here. I don't blame him. Maybe I should play a little prank on him. I try waking him up by putting my hand under his arms and squeezing his chest. However, Grant is sound asleep and shows absolutely no sign of opening his eyes. I hit the double click on my mouse. What a heavy sleeper. My sense of mischief escalates and I lightly touch the... Okay, let's just continue here. Okay, he's not waking up. Okay, wait a second. 1 second. I mean, it's like kind of like not explicit, right? But it's kind of questionable already, right? So I will check on the store page again. If like the first, it says gameplay streaming of Knights College is allowed up to chapter 3 and it's prohibited to stream after chapter 4. So I think what they mean like up and including chapter 3 is fine. And prohibited is after chapter 4. So like I will only stream 3 and not 4 to be safe, right? I no longer hear snores. Grant, are you awake? What are you doing? I wanted to wake you up. Don't you have a better way of doing that? Grant swipes my hand away as he says that. I slept like a rock. I also like sleeping. Good morning, Grant. Damn it, if you were gonna wake me up, you should have at least waited until free time was over. Okay, Serendip says other streamers are much more out there than me. Yeah, that's fine then. I like how oh, thank you so much, Sarah's ASMR. Yeah, it's my cravat. My cravat. My cravat. It's like Miles Edgeworth from Ace Attorney. Also drawn by Silicon_SFW. Thank you so much. I love the avatar so much. I like how Grant has like the jacket casually on his shoulders. Right, some One Piece Admiral anime character. Thanks so much. It would have been too late by that point. Besides, isn't this a place where you should be reading? A place for reading? I'm sure they won't mind if I use it for naps too. Right, it's like a napping tree, right? I guess so. It certainly is comfortable. What should I do? Bath. Oh, I love the bath drawing. It's exactly me in a bath. It's fine if it doesn't look cool. You can feel cool in the inside. Have you been making sure to take baths lately? What are you, my dad? Do his parents ask him that too? I at least take showers after training. Don't make me sound like a slob. I don't think that's enough, though. For example, let's say you're getting in the mood with someone you like. Your bodies get closer and what is up with Argo? He's just crazy. Your hearts are pounding, then you go in for the kiss. They're talking about kissing. This is too much for my heart. They're talking about kissing. This is too much. With the two of your faces together, your lips are mere inches apart. Yeah, I think like Argo's heart is just like, he's like a gremlin. But then they suddenly say, you're kinda stinky, aren't you? It's a weird word. That's not a hot word. Like hell, that's gonna happen. Are they gonna, HPTM says, are they gonna explore each other's bodies? Like the hell it's gonna happen, but it could. Let's try it then. What? That was kind of smooth from Grantley. Grant forcefully pulls me towards him, then he presses me up against one of the trees in the garden. Hey! He gradually brings his face closer to mine. My heart starts beating faster. Wait, is he serious? In this situation, what would you say to me? Wait. I quickly squeeze my eyes shut in anticipation of the incoming kiss. But for some reason, our lips never meet. Ha! I totally could have if I wanted to. Oh. Why is your heart pounding, Blanc? Or like Argo? More like Argo. Shut up. Damn it, finish what you started. Don't play with my heart, Grant. I am Argo and I'm playing with everyone's heart, but don't play with me. Maybe. Dang. We can throw a kiss. Like your heart wouldn't be pounding in that situation. I don't have a heart. I only have an empty space. I swear. I swear. Grantley's affection went up. What should I do? Let's talk about witness. Oh yeah, Oscar said he saw a ghost. Yes, a ghost? He said it was walking to the beach or something. A walking ghost, but it's probably his EP, right? So it sounds like it, but then again, maybe it was flying. You believed it? Crap. Yes, this is getting juicy, exactly. I think what I like about like the conversations with Grantley or like Grant is that he's like, I think he's like really like pure, right? Like he like kind of wears his heart on his sleeve. I think that's the expression that fits. So I think with him you can have a really good time because he would not like play any games or something, right? Or like if he does it, it would be like just like really like silly stuff. Yeah, but Argo is crazy, right? So I'm scared for Grant that like Argo would break his heart or something, right? But then maybe I'm putting myself into Grant's shoes or something. Hey, I'm just telling you what he said. There's no such thing as ghosts, he should just punch it. I'm pretty sure you can't punch ghosts. That's just what people say, you'll know, as soon as you give it a good jab. And what if you can't? Kick it! What should I do? Yeah, he's like silly. Let's talk about Oscar. This place being a reading space is something me and Oscar came up with. What? Why even bother going outside to read? It feels nice to read where the sun is shining. That put me to sleep in an instant. That's the funny thing, because like recently I've been trying to like fix my sleep schedule and like have a healthier sleeping, how it's called, sleeping rituals. So I've been reading like in a like dim like yellow light, reading a book about clothing folds and creases, and that's so perfectly boring that I fall asleep more easily. But I also feel accomplished because I'm learning something. True, probably ghosts were not, but like maybe the ghost is an AP. What's going on? We're talking about naps. You were just doing that. You wanna take a nap too? Nah, I wouldn't be able to get to sleep later tonight. I can take a nap and still get a good night's sleep. That's also me. He does it during lectures too. Just how many hours of sleep does this guy get? Well, I guess reading ain't so bad sometimes. Like comics. I know. I'll go to the library later. Library. I haven't been there yet. Oh, they have one of those there? You didn't read the facilities guide, did you? Sorry. Make sure you do. You're wasting your time here if you aren't using them. I'd rather not hear that from the guy who sleeps during lectures. Library, dang, that looks fancy. What should I do? I'm just imagining like the person who made this went to Mont Saint Michel and then like took pictures and then thought like, I can use this for a furry visual novel. That's great. Later grant. Bye, I'm going back to sleep. I guess like in the other way around, it's also like a good like kind of advertisement for the Mont Saint Michel, right? I love naps too. Where's the library? Let's talk about... Oh, we can try both. Julius and Celio. Let's talk about Celio first. Come to think of it, you're always open to talk to me, but it doesn't seem like I get to talk to Professor Celio that much. Yes. He prefers to keep to himself. Besides, don't you think there should be some distance between professor and students? Is he distant even with you? Well, it's not like we hate each other's guts. I think we get along just fine, but it still kind of feels like he's distant, like a murderer. When it comes down to it, maybe even I only know what he's like on the outside. All the junk he leaves laying around his room. Maybe that's the key to getting to know him. Junk? Did you say junk? There's a lot of weird stuff piled up in there. What does weird mean? You think he'd be neat-free with a spotless room, but nope. It's a total trash heap. That seems suspicious. Maybe it means a lot to him in the same way the sea does to me. It's covered in junk. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, it makes it fast. Makes it faster, I think, which makes it a bit weird. Julius, what do you think of Julius? He's damn strong. Strong? Even you think so? I'm not the only one. I don't think anyone's beaten him in a one-on-one fight. Really, he's that good of a fencer. It's not that he's good at it. He just has an EP that lets him cheat. Cheat? Well, it's not a good idea to go... Oh, I know! Yeah, he has like leather harness thing, right? So like his EP is basically like a leather constricting bondage EP, right? Probably. If you really want to know, go ask Julius yourself. Oh, okay. An EP that lets him cheat. What kind of EP is that? What should I do? Okay, let's call this day a day. Confirm. I should take a break soon. Let's take a break. Oh, it's a dinner. Hey, you wanna go out for a walk tonight after dinner? You know me, like Grant proposes an idea. Can we go out at night too? It didn't say we couldn't. No, he didn't, but shouldn't we ask him first, just in case? Come on, what if he says no? Then we won't be able to. So you're saying we aren't doing anything wrong since he forgot to mention it? Is all you know how to do is weasel your way out of things? I wouldn't put it like that. But Gwen is right, you know, if we follow exactly what Professor Derek said, then we should be allowed to be out until bedtime. See? Not you too. Come on, let's give it a try, okay? Whatever. It'll be your fault if we get yelled at. And so it was decided that we would go out for a night on the island after dinner. Dang. Later we sneak out of the Knights College and go to one of the bars that's open on the island. How did it go, Grant? It's no good. They said they don't serve alcohol to Knights College students. Oh, maybe that's why we are allowed to go out at night. Yeah, seems like they got all the bases covered. Well, we're already here. Why don't we just enjoy it as much as we can without drinking? Good idea. Let's order some milk. I need a drink. He eventually give up on drinking and engage in conversation with soft drinks in hand. That reminds me. What's your family like, Grant? What kind of boring question is that? Then let me rephrase that. What do your parents do? They are both archaeologists. Archaeologists? How unexpected. What were you expecting? That were you raised by animals in the jungle or something? Hell no. I just wasn't expecting your parents to be so intellectual. You guys don't hold back, do you? Well, to be honest, they were pretty hands-off. They're always traveling overseas for dig sites and conferences. My nanny was more like a parent to me. What's that? Someone who raises kids for busy parents. Wow, you missed them when you were at home. Definitely when I was little. Sometimes they were busy with work even when they were at home. I'd play a ton of pranks on them to get their attention. I was finally getting a glimpse of the origins of Grant. It all makes sense now. Shut up. That's kind of cute. After chatting at the bar for a while, we returned to the Knights College. Even though we couldn't order alcohol, it was still a nice change of scenery. We should stop there again whenever we are in the mood for something different. Save again. Bath time. So who should I talk to? Celio, Julius, Oscar, Julius, Celio, Julius, Oscar. Who should we pick first? I guess we will pick Julius first, because we have not seen him yet, right? Like Celio, we did not like bath together, but we saw him in the bath, right? So let's go with Julius first and Celio then Oscar. I'd like to talk to Julius, but is it even okay to invite him? But his card appeared. I guess it won't hurt to try. Maybe he washes our back and then he's like, a knight's duty is to wash the back of our subordinates? I'm not sure. Thank you for coming, Julius. Sorry for bothering you. Exactly. No need to be so modest. It's only natural you'd want someone to bath with. You're right. But what a nice bath you have here. It's so relaxing. Did you not have baths like this while you were on your mission? I was in a country where water is scarce. There weren't any proper baths to get into. This is so sad. Then how did you stay clean? I had to do it with just one bucket of water. A single bucket, so one rinse is all you get. Are all guys this ripped? Yes. Fool, that would be a waste. You scoop up little handfuls at a time and scrub your body with that. Wow. There are so many different countries in the world. Lots of interesting experiences await once you've been promoted. I'm not quite sure I'm ready for that. Click too much. Don't worry, you just need some experience first. Confidence will soon follow. Experience? I get the feeling that he was totally confident when he started everything, right? When I lived in the country, I never imagined being out in the world like that. The thought never even crossed my mind. Julius' affection went up. Yeah, but like Hermann also has like massive arms, right? So he's totally ripped under the body fat. Good night, Grant. We're in a classroom, let's see. Now, who's ready for another spiritual lecture? We've got a lot to cover. Why do we need more EP users in the first place? I'm sure many of us have been wondering this. The higher the numbers of people using such incremental powers rises, the more things will get out of control and bring chaos to society. We all know that. But as a country, we still need a certain number of people who can use EPs. I'll now explain why. First, it's not widely known, but there have been numerous concerning incidents occurring throughout the world lately. Ordinary people are suddenly awakening their EPs and their powers are causing problems. Why? EP spots like this college are popping up all around the world. Most ordinary people walk into them unaware, thus accidentally awakening their EPs, just like the arrow with Jodo. I see. However, not just anyone can really walk into an EP spot. A majority of cases of children enter them without knowing, and with fatalities. Professor Celio gives a detailed explanation about the tolerance I heard him tell Theo before. Theo aren't the only ones who listen in silence. This is why unexplained deaths have been on the rise these days. A great number of EP spots are appearing. We dispatch our knights to seal them off, as well as identify those who have had their EPs awakened. What do you do with those who have? Take them into custody before they can cause any trouble or accidents. And what if that has already happened? That depends on the circumstances of the case. There are a very wide range of phenomena caused by EP. The police and other authorities are not capable of dealing with all of them. That is what EP investigation experts, in other words, us knights, are needed for. For any troubles or accidents caused by EP, we try to have a knight with the most suitable EP for the situation involved. In the response, if one were to say there won't always be a knight available in the own country, that would be completely false. Personnel who are highly specialized in handling EP are shared across borders for this reason. We don't want the number of EP users to keep increasing, but whether we like it or not, there are still events happening all around the world. So we are taking steps to expand the number of knights per capita. That, my students, is the reason why knights are the select few who are given such strong international power. Hope you all look forward, blah blah blah. I fall asleep in class. Select few. And practice time. For some reason, Julius is here for today's training. You've got quite a group here, Professor Derek. His constant interruptions from the sidelines seem to be making things quite difficult for the professor. By the way, why doesn't that student participate? Oh, yes. You can smash him, I hope. Learn him some meta. Teach him some meta, Julius. He spots Theo standing alone in the corner. Ah, Theo. He's just a little too strong for the rest, so I have him keep an eye on the things while I do some one-on-one training. Oh, he's so good he doesn't have to participate, just like me. It's because no one has a chance at beating you. Wow. Hey, Julius, are you getting bored just sitting there and watching? No, seeing them work their tails off is more enjoyable than I thought it would be. Ah, come on, why don't you and Theo have a little match? Hmm? Yes, exactly. Teach him some humbleness. He might be too skilled for everyone else, but you can handle him, right? If it's alright with him, then I would be more than happy to. What do you say, Theo, Rosen? You saved me the trouble of having to ask. I was just wondering how to get you to show me your true power. Wow. You've got guts. Okay, let's do this. True, but Theo will not win. Let's go. Julius and Theo face each other and the rest of us gather around to watch. A showdown between Theo, the best of our group, and Julius, who's obviously strong. Everyone's excited to see how this will go. So, who do you think will win? Julius. Why? He's our upperclassman, so he has to be strong, right? Isn't that just wishful thinking? You just want Theo to lose, don't you? After all, he's the one who's beat you to a pulp. Shut up, that's not why. It looks like they're starting. Unlike with Grant, he goes all out right at the beginning, flying forward like an arrow and taking a swipe at Julius, but then... Theo, halt! As soon as Julius shouts, Theo abruptly stops moving. Oh. They can just say stop. It's like a safe word stand. Then, without a second thought, Julius pins Theo's body down and has him restrained in no time. What? This is fun. Ah, victory. Enough, Julius wins. What did you do? I'm sure you already know all about EPs, right? Well, this is mine. I can stop people with a call of their name. No matter how strong they are, they won't be able to move. Wahaha. This can't be. What the hell? There's no way to beat him. Oh, and he needs the name of the other person, right? So you cannot just like make everyone stop. It's totally like he should not have told people what he needs to make people stop, right? And then he would be more powerful. It's like a stand detail that you should not like get other people to know. It really is cheating. I finally understand what Professor Derek was talking about. Yeah, friendly wrestling between... Nothing to see here. I could already tell he was really strong with all those muscles, but... I say muscles sounds really German, but I had no idea he could make his opponent stop moving. Things might go differently if it takes on multiple people, but he'll almost never lose when it's one-on-one. I guess there's still much for you to learn about EP, my apologies. But in a battle between EP users, it's second nature for us. It's so deeply ingrained into us that we don't even think about it. No hard feelings. Just release me from your EP already. Oops, sorry. After finally being let go, Theo stands up and brushes the dirt off himself. Now I see. This is how you fight with EP. And I expected him to be furious, but I guess he's not taking it as hard as he thought he would. Theo bows and holds his right hand out for a handshake. My, you've made quite a recovery. You get right to the point, don't you? Julius responds by offering his own right hand. Then, just as they are about to shake. Ha! Dang. Wow. With a twist of his arm, Julius bends limply to the side for a second. Then, before he can realize what's happening, his body is laid on the ground. Humph. You let your guard down. Theo looks down on him with a sneer. If you can stop me by calling my name, then I just have to take the initiative. It certainly is a frightening ability, but it's not unbeatable. Wow, touché. True, he's really pretty. You gotta be kidding me. Julius stands up and shakes the dirt off his clothes. That's right, even every ability has its weaknesses. You already understand how to fight an EP user, Theo. When his name is called, Theo instantly jumps about 2 meters back. Wow, nice, good response. But don't be alarmed, I'm just congratulating you. Everyone, let's give Theo a round of applause. Prompted by Julius, both the Haschreich students and Frontail students clap their hands. Don't act like that was planned, you careless. Professor Derich, not so quietly, grumbles to himself. Free time. It's really fun because like I think like with the introduction of the EPs, it's really like even getting more JoJo, right? So I think like then like the interactions with like the abilities is really fun. Like the mind games. The library, let's go. Oh, Oscar. Oh, thank you for following.
43 just followed.
Purple 43. Heblan. Is that going out? Social status. Can I ask you something I've been curious about? Is there any difference between the nobles of Frontail and Haschreich? Well, our class systems are pretty much the same, but the personalities are a bit different. Frontail is full of fertile land, so the nobles lease it to the commoners and live off the redundant wheat they grow. It's difficult to grow crops in Haschreich. It's Baron's mountain, so most nobles run things like mercenary companies. Mercenaries. That's at least part of the reason why I think nobles from Haschreich are usually more gruff than those from Frontail. I see, so even personalities can change with the land. What should I do? Professor Celius, the tattoo is still bothering me. Yeah, I've been thinking about it too. Maybe he's simply hiding it because he's embarrassed? What if he used to be a delinquent? He was all for it back then, but now he's ashamed. Professor Celius, he doesn't seem like the kind of guy. But he also has a messy room. Maybe he felt bad and mended his ways. People can change. Myself used to be a bit of a troublemaker. Really? Well, actually, I spend all my time reading in my room. You still do, don't you? I can't help it. It's hard for people to change. Doesn't it contradict what you just said a second ago? I never thought you'd beat me in an argument. Well done. Did all the work. It was self-destruction. Talk about novel. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I fixed the parts you pointed out, and now I think it's much better. Well, I hope you'll let me read it again later. Of course. That reminds me, I'm not very good at fencing, right? Academics aren't particularly my strong suit either. Guess, but what's your point? I was just wondering why this college accepted me. Because you're an amazing writer, isn't it? I don't get accepted here just for that. For some reason, it just doesn't feel right. Maybe because this EP is strong. Because I won a prize for my writing doesn't mean I'll make a great knight. So I was thinking, what was the main reason I was expected? Not sure, but you can't be a knight if you're just good at fencing. Your character, motivation, and potential for EP matter too. All sorts of people have become knights. You wouldn't be here if that weren't the case. Besides, you took the entry exam, right? don't doubt yourself. It's rude to people who fail to if you question your passing grade. You're right. I got accepted because I wanted, so I need to. I think the same with like don't doubt yourself, like it's rude to the people who failed. I feel the same about art, kind of, right? Or like also having an audience, right? So it's like I feel because I'm like drawing and there are people who enjoy my work, which I'm really grateful for. I think I should not put myself down or my skills down because it was like badmouth every other person who is working hard on themselves, right? So it's important to be really like nice to yourself. With all the amazing students around me, I guess I got a bit nervous. But the same thing with him being so obviously far behind everyone else. Dang, that's... Besides, I don't mean to sound full of myself, but I didn't even take the exam. I wouldn't know about that. Well, there's no point in worrying about it now. I think he's just far behind because he has a special EP, right? Like kind of like a mage character. Like a class canon EP. Yes, that too, right? With like being critical. And I think like, but like with critique it's like basically like, let's see. I really like being, like people being critical to me, right? But at the same time, I think the most annoying critique that you can get is like people saying you are not there yet, right? Because that's like, I think like people can see that themselves that they are not there yet or something, right? But I think like just knowing that you're not there yet is not really helpful, right? Because like you cannot like kind of break that critique into multiple things. Like I guess you can by just like saying I have to study this, this and that, but this is like just general, right? It doesn't have anything to do with the critique. So I think like something like this detail, you have to work on that, or like this detail could be changed, or like this detail works like this, or like I could think of this as this. Those are like really helpful critiques. And then I think like with the like you're not there yet critique, it's basically like the difference between not being there yet and being there is like really like, one thing is it's like much smaller than people think, and the other thing is like one is it's much smaller, but the other thing is like it's also like just like, one thing is you cannot force it, I think, and one thing is like some problems or weaknesses in art or like anything, they kind of just fix themselves with time, right? Like they don't even need special attention to it. And then it's like, I think like you can also overcorrect, right? Like you can like say like, this is a big weakness of this person and he should study it more, but then it's like for example, like for me with like 3D forms, right? But then it's like, maybe one method of studying would be like drawing 3D forms in one thing that I cannot, like I don't really vibe with. But even just drawing characters, I get better with 3D forms. Just naturally by drawing a lot and drawing lots of things. Right? So I think with critique it's kind of also hard because like you can know a lot, but you cannot be sure what the other person needs to like break a plateau, or like what the other person for a technique or like study type or whatever, a trick needs to know to improve, right? That's like what makes my head hurt, kind of. And I guess that's also because like in art, it's like people like draw and like the output could be the same, but like they totally think differently about constructing or like drawing or like putting a pen on the paper, right? You can do it, Oscar. Oh, thanks. What should I do? Go out. Let's talk about going out. We finally have permission to go out. That doesn't mean I have today. You can whenever you want, right? Besides, my novel is my top priority with all the inspiration I've been getting lately. If I don't make use of it now, it'll go to waste. See? Well, do you want to go out with me some other time? Sure, let's walk around the island when the weather's nice. Is there anywhere you'd like to go? This island is so small that just going to one place wouldn't kill enough time. You think so? But I guess just wandering around would be a nice change of pace. Yeah, you're right. What do you think about going for a swim at the beach? I'd pass, the sea isn't very calm around here. It isn't? That's too bad. I'd like to swim too if I got a chance. I wish the water was calmer. What should I do? Leave. I'll write later. So where should I go? So yeah, the thing is like with like critique, I think the biggest thing that you need is like that you have to be self-critical, right? And I think that's happening anyways with most people. Like most people are self-critical enough, I think. And it's also cool to just like post your progress, right? And then people saying like, firing you up and saying like, let's go and stuff, right? That's also great. But of course, like real critique is also great. Kind of a balancing act, maybe. Celia's room. Let's go. Dang. Hello, Professor Celio. Hello, Blood. Sorry for asking to go to your room so suddenly. No, it's fine. Part of Professor's job is to take care of the students. Professor Derry said something similar. What should I do? Let's talk about EP. About the cards. No, I was just wondering, is it okay to be using them all the time? But naturally you will get tired if you use them too much. Just tired? Nothing else? That's right. 1 second. Okay. Under normal circumstances, exhausting your power won't kill you. That's good. Normal circumstances. What should I do when I get tired? Good night's rest. We'll do the trick. It's just like working out. Just like with physical strength. Exactly, I said that. Well, that's simple enough. But if you rely on them too much, you may not be able to use them when they're needed the most. Must be very careful. I will. What should I do? 2 years. 1 second. What do you think of Julius? I get the feeling he could be trouble. Trouble? He has a firm ideal in his mind how to be a knight. I thought that too, but what's so bad about that? When he sees the side of a knight that opposes his ideal, I'm afraid he's going to be quite disappointed. Are you saying there's a darker side to being a knight? Well, as president of the Knights College, there's not much I can say in the matter. However, nothing is perfect. Knights are no exception. You hold too tightly to that ideal image. There are heavily repercussions when it's shattered. It can be okay in moderation, but I'm a bit worried about Julius. That said, he's an excellent candidate to become a knight. His strength is unparalleled, especially in combat. Knights often put themselves in dangerous situations, and he wouldn't want to be weak then, right? But I'm not the greatest fighter. Neither am I, but that's okay, we all need it somewhere. I mean, look at me, I'm the president of a college. I feel better hearing that from you. Place where I'm needed. Maybe the cards will help me find that. What should I do? Observe. You sure do have a lot of stuff in here. I do, don't I? I enjoy the liveliness. Liveliness. What is liveliness or liveliness? Liveliness, right? Liveliness. I have to cheat and look. Liveliness. But why is it liveliness? It's not life with an F. Liveliness. How can I remember this? True. Lively. Livelihood. Is it called livelihood? Okay. Let's just continue. Professor Derek was worried about the contents of his room. The shelves are full of things like difficult-looking books and lecture reference materials, not to mention several novels. On top of the shelves are mysterious objects and things I could never even begin to imagine what they're used for. I was expecting all the books, but what is that? I chose one of the strange items at random and asked him about it. What are you looking at? Is that a mirror? Some of it looks cheaply made though. I suppose you could say that. I'm not sure what to make of all this. I imagined you being the kind of person who likes to keep things organized. You're surprised to find my room in such a state. Well, yeah. Ooh. What is it? Can I ask why you have them then? I'm afraid that's a secret. Why is that when I look at all this junk, I get some kind of strange feeling? But I can't quite put my finger on what that feeling exactly is. What should I do? Maybe they're magical objects? Oh, welcome back. Leave. Goodbye. Let's check Drake Island. I'm all alone. It's been a while since I was out, and the sky seems wider than usual from the sense of freedom I feel. Oh. It's Theo! Don't be scared, because I will only play this chapter, which is fine. After that, streaming is not allowed. Theo, are you out for a walk too? So like, I'm just streaming like the casual safe for work parts, right? How it's intended. Yes, exactly. What do you want, peasant king? I'm already completely used to him calling me that. But for some reason, he seems to be in a worse mood than usual. What should I do? out. I should keep an eye on him. You know what they say, pride comes before the fall. Why are you following me? I was heading this way too. Liar. It's true, I just have some things to do over there too. Well, if that's the case, I'm turning around. I just remembered, I have things to do that way too. Yes, he's always like that. Fine, I won't follow you. You better not. Lying is hard, I'm not used to doing it. Are you really not Argo? Ma. It's Ma's favorite. It's so fun. You would lie. I love this drawing too, it's so fun. Like this small sweat drop and like a hand behind. It's so funny. What should I do? I will talk about Julius. You shouldn't worry about losing to Julius. I'm not particularly bothered by it. He cheated. No one could beat that. Besides, you managed to get a hit in afterwards. I told you I don't give a damn. Dang, he used the swear word. It's written all over your face. When it comes to life and death, there's no such thing as cheating. You say I got a hit in, but I should have been dead before I had the chance. Well, it was just training. You're not going to die from that. Just training, huh? Why is he taking it so seriously? What should I do? Leave. What are you talking about? Well, at least it doesn't look like he's going to throw himself off a cliff. Okay, I think now we can go to sleep. I should take a break soon. Oh, it's the dinner again. I love the dinner scene. I can't believe what happened during training. You mean how Theo got this? Hey, be quiet. It's true, right? Actually, I wanted to talk about Julius, not Theo. About his EP? Yeah, it's been on my mind. It's pretty brutal. Can't do anything once he stops you. Is there some way to avoid it? Like, what if you covered your ears? Couldn't be that simple though, could it? Don't know. What about those earplugs you have? Yeah, I bet you couldn't hear him yell if you had those. But Julius has such a strong voice. I guess they wouldn't do any good if he's that loud. When you think of that way, it really is the perfect ability for him. Oh, I'm getting tired too. You know. Yes, I think so too. Like, it's really fitting, right? Should I invite? Who should we invite now? Who should we invite? Chat. The thing is, we have not invited Celia yet, right? But we will try this all later. But let's first say Celia. No, wait a second. Ah, it's fine. Let's say Celia now. I think like Julius would also have been nice because like we could have talked about the training, right? But we will do any of them anyways. You should do like your tea, don't you? Is a preferred over coffee. Same. He's also tea colored. Professor Derrick is the coffee drinker. Correct. Do you find that strange? No, I don't find it strange. No, I was just wondering if you two ever have tea together. I see. Well, I tend to drink by myself. Is something the matter? I was not expecting that kind of question. Professor Derrick said he still doesn't know that much about you. I don't think that's true. But he seemed kind of lonely, you know. And he's not the only one I'd like to get to know you better too. I'd like to get to know you better too. I start drinking tea. Can I have tea with you more often? You don't need to force yourself to like the same things just to have a drink together with someone. That's true, but I think like with like tea and coffee, I could totally like enjoy tea and coffee with people. Even if I'm not like the most coffee drinker, I could totally enjoy that with people. Even more so if there's snacks to the coffee. I will have tea and you have coffee. There's nothing wrong with that. I think in general I prefer tea. That's true. Besides, we are taking a bath together now, right? The fact that we are comfortable being naked around each other is proof enough of just how well we get along. This is again. Once again, I will. Is this again Hadaka no Tsukiyai? Yes, look, it's Hadaka no Tsukiyai. This is so funny because it's like, it always sounds a bit funny in English. Like something that you would only read in a comic. But I guess Hadaka no Tsukiyai is normal. You're right. Alright then. Tell me what kind of people you are attracted to. Wait a second. What are you doing, Argo? That came out of Norway. No, off of nowhere. I was just thinking I'd ask something different now that we are finally in here together. It's a bit embarrassing, so I shall keep that a secret. What does that mean? Embarrassing. Tss. However, it makes me happy that you aren't afraid to ask such questions. Oh, then let's talk about your first love. Hey, don't get that carried away. Sorry. He sure does like being asked questions. I guess that's what makes him such a good professor. Another tiring day. Good night, Grant. Is now the last day of this chapter? Or second to last? I need to get some training in later. During the day's free time, I find myself thinking about Professor Celio. What are all those things in his room, and what about the tattoo? I'm really curious, but he doesn't seem to want to talk about them. As I walk around campus while lost in thought, I bump into someone in the training hall. Oh, it's Julius. Oh, if it isn't Argo. Julius. What's wrong? Why the long face? I'm making a long face? You didn't know? That look on your face says something's troubling you. Really? Would be more than happy to help. Tell me what's on your mind. Well. Doubt. The truth is, I started to talk about the things I was thinking about. Tell him about Professor Celio's room. I see, Professor Celio. Even I don't know much about him. He seems like a good person, but now I'm not so sure. That just makes me want to look into the villain's tattoo even more. Now that you've told me about it, I've gotten curious as well. I know, let's sneak into his room plan. What's this sneak? I may not seem like it, but I'm quite good at picking locks. I can at least get the door open for you. Why do you know how to do that? No more importantly, we can't just break into his room. You've been talking about him so much that now I want to know too. Come on, let's go to the professor's room. Yeah, he's good at opening stuff from different angles. That was easier than I thought. Can't believe you're actually doing this. True. Using 2 wires, Julius had the door of Professor Celio's room unlocked in no time. Why do you know how to do that? If you want to be a knight who smites evil, you must learn evil's tricks. Wahahaha. Okay, I added the smite, the laugh. That seems dangerous. But whether I like it or not, we're in. I might as well get some information now that I'm here. You weren't lying about the piles of junk in here. Just like before, it gives me a strange feeling. Why does it feel so familiar? I've never seen any of this before. It must be from the book that we read. That reminds me, I've been wondering about this shelf. I pointed to the shelf in one of the corners. For some reason, that's the only one covered by a sheet of cloth. Alright, let's take a look. With no time to stop him, he yanks the sheet back. I guess it was my fault for making him want to investigate. What's this? The shelves are lined with the Rico the Traveling Knight series of books, and not only that. He's a Rico the Traveling Knight otaku, right? And that's why he got it too. So he's totally in otaku for the same series that we like. The name of the author is Marcelo Duque. Several certificates and awards with the same name are lined up in a row. Wait, he is the author of it? Is this real? What? Tell me what's going on here. Isn't it obvious? Doesn't this mean Professor Celio is the author of Rico the Traveling Knight? What's that? You don't know, it's only the most famous night novel series in the world. So, yeah, I think I've heard of that. Sure. It's like people asking me about some anime I don't know. Now I remember, he's the knight who does the thing. He has no idea what I'm talking about. But now I know for sure, all the junk in here are things that appeared in Rico. That's why it all felt so familiar. But when was Professor Celio an author? Maybe he's hiding it. Why, if you wrote a really famous series, wouldn't you want to let the world know your amazing achievement? Maybe that means you've got the wrong guy. But if that's true, why are these things here and not with the real author? It wouldn't make sense. Someone's coming. What? Those footsteps, they are Professor Celio's. It sounds like he's returning to his room. Footsteps, I don't hear anything. You lack training, my friend. You must even train your ears if you want to be a knight. How do you train your ears? Let's get out of here, Plan. Or Argo. What should I do? Run? But I love the lie. It's so cheeky. Why is he so cheeky? Look at him. Can we stay here for a bit longer? What are you saying? He's almost here. I want to know. I must learn more about Professor Celio. What's gotten into you? I stopped saying it's simply because I'm a fan of his work will convince him. Maybe he's got some important secret information. In other words, you're suggesting the professor is a spy who might be up to no good? Huh? The Knight's College is in danger, and you want to catch him red-handed here? Yeah, if he is one, he might do irreversible damage. Understand, I shall handle this. Oh no. Oh no. Judas grabs me by the arm, and before we know it, we're surrounded by total darkness. There's a lot of clothes being hung here, and the faint scent of mothballs. This must be a closet. Be very quiet, Ball. We'll watch him from here. Okay, we huddle together in a small closet. Hearing the door open, it seems Professor Celio has returned. I carefully peek through the gap in the door. As he comes in, he opens the sealed letter in his hand with a small knife. Good grief. After reading it, he just wrote it in his stack. He sits down in his rocking chair with a tired look on his face, then closes his eyes as he sways back and forth. It seems like something's bothering him. Oops. What was the letter about? No clue. I talk to Judas in a whisper. I don't want us to be found, so I keep my voice as low as possible. But this closet smells kind of sweaty. This isn't because of Professor Celio's clothing. It's Judas who had been sweating in the training hall earlier. It's getting pretty hard to hide in here. What's wrong? Nothing. I put the stench out of my mind and keep my eyes on Professor Celio's movements. But it's fresh workout scent, it's not stench. Right? The professor gets up from the rocking chair and picks up the phone. Hello, yes, It's been a while, Editor-in-Chief. I have received your letter. Editor. You were promoted? How nice, congratulations. That wasn't sarcasm, I assure you. Please take no offense. I told you I'm not writing a sequel. I'm done with recruiter traveling night. You said Rico. Yes, I understand. Readers are important to me as well. True, I guess. I guess if you say it like that, then it's fine. But still, I will not write another novel. How many times must I tell you? Please respect my reasons for ending it. No, I should be the one apologizing. I may have been a bit cold, I'm sorry. Let's go out for drinks again, but no talking about the novels this time. Sure, goodbye. With a soft clunk, he hangs up the receiver. Then he sits back down in his chair and rocks back and forth with more sullen expression than before. Why is he so against writing a sequel? I guess it means he's not a spy? Doesn't seem like it. I'm glad we cleared it up. Well, I'm glad that crisis has been averted, but there's still one problem. Can't get out of there until he leaves the room, right? Let's be patient. He can't stay in here forever. Maybe he falls asleep here. But after about 10 minutes, he still hasn't left. In fact, he seems far from doing so. His eyes are still closed and he keeps rocking away in the same position. He hasn't fallen asleep, though. Every once in a while, he scratches his head. What is he doing? Getting out of here isn't going to be easy. We have no choice but to stay put. Another 10 minutes pass and still no movements. This is starting to get a bit dicey. The two of us are cramped in here with his huge burly body. And the poor ventilation in here makes the smell of his sweat even worse. I stink, don't I? No. Come on, even I can tell. Well, maybe a little. I know it. He sounds apologetic as he sniffs his shirt. But you can't help it. Besides, I don't really mind. Really? What are you, Argo? Yeah, so don't worry about it. Okay. I may have set it out of concern for him, but he really does stink. What should we do here? We have to take both things, right? The thing is, what would Argo do, right? And I think Argo is kind of a gremlin, right? So he would definitely do teas, right? So we will pick teas. For some reason, I put my hands in his armpits. What? His body jolts up. Where do you think you're touching? I don't know, I'm just bored. That's no reason to do that. I just about screamed, like exclamation mark. Maybe we were too loud here, right? Sorry. What if Professor Celio hears us? We'll cross the bridge when we get to it. Ah. What? Look out the door. What the? He's gone? We are safe. We open the door and go back out. Sure enough, there's no sign of Professor Celio. I guess he left without us knowing. Oh, freaky. It's a miracle he didn't suddenly open his closet without realizing we were in there. The thought of that happening fills me with terror. Thank goodness we just up and left. He just up and left. We should get out of here before he comes back. Right. We are safe. And so we left Professor Celio's room behind us. Then the next day, Professor Celio called Julius and I to his room. True, like Argo is crazy. Oh no, he knew. He totally heard all our conversation. Do you know why I have asked you to come here? Like he probably like found like lion and wolf fur in his closet, right? You notice this? And also like everyone has different hair colors, right? So it's really easy for him to notice. Of course I did. I didn't say anything because I had some business to take care of, but I know when I'm being watched. It's so funny. Like he knew all the time, right? I'm sorry. Before you apologize, can you please tell me why you were hiding in my room? Well, Julius gives a brief explanation of what happened yesterday. It was about Rico the Traveling Knight. It's true, I am the author. It tells us who he is in a surprisingly frank way. I've been hiding it until now, but I was just beginning to think about making it public. Why did you even hide it in the first place? I didn't want people to look at me from a biased viewpoint. I'm here to be president, not a novelist. I could cause many problems for the college if it was discovered. However, the past can't stay buried forever. Keeping it that way would limit what I can teach. And now that the aspiring novelist Oscar has enrolled, I thought now would be a good time to reveal who I am. I was wondering about that. How did he get into the college even though he himself says he's not cut out to be a knight? That's partly because of my own personal feelings. I wanted him to follow in my footsteps. That's what I thought. He thinks very highly of Oscar. Is that because he sympathizes with him as a fellow novelist? To say he is my successor would be a bit of an exaggeration, but what is written about knights is also very important. It has a strong influence on how society views them, you know. Just like with me idealizing Rico. Now that I think about it, that does make sense. That novel's impact is huge. You said on the phone yesterday that you aren't writing anymore. Why did you stop? It's quite simple really, I just don't feel any inspiration here. The ideas I had for Rico were mostly gained through my experiences while traveling for my nightly duties. Nightly duties experiences. Rico was based on Professor Celio himself. The things I could write about when I was a knight were endless, but there's almost nothing that I tied to this island as the president. So I decided not to drag it out any longer and quit writing. So the tattoo on your left hand, why of all things is it the one Rico's killer had? Because it was for my own reasons that I ended Rico. As I said before, becoming president has tied me to the college. When it comes down to it, that was my own decision. As the author, I was as much of a killer as Rico's murderer. I felt guilty about it, so I got the tattoo as a punishment. It serves as my atonement for Rico. It's my way of apologizing for ending it for such selfish reasons. Allow me to explain it in a slightly different way. That man is the author himself, in other words, a metaphor. I'm him, and he is me. That is why I have this tattoo. Do you think that's strange? But to me, it's important for dealing with the guilt of ending a series. You feel guilty, I see. So when I saw you in the chapel, you were making a confession. Yes, that's correct. How perceptive of you. Now I finally understand why he was there. So are you going to tell the other students about your true identity? Yes, I will speak with them soon. That's why I'm being honest with you now. I see. I was afraid you'd make us disappear after this. Disappear? What are you talking about? You're my precious students. That's right. Wahaha. Was Julia still suspecting him of being a spy? Ah yes, I wanted to ask you a question now that you're here. What? Is Oscar writing a novel? I would love to know if he is. Why don't you talk to him yourself? He's a huge fan of Rico too, so I'm sure he'd be more than happy to talk to you about it. Well, I have spoken to him a few times with the intention of bringing it up, but I was just too embarrassed to do so. Oh yeah, I do remember seeing him talk to Oscar in the chapel. Maybe you wanted to ask Oscar about his novel then. That's okay, Oscar is writing. Actually, he said he's been getting a ton of inspiration since coming here. Really? That's wonderful. I'm sure he's going to be a much better writer than I. Professor Sailor smiles with heartfelt happiness. Now then, that's all I have to explain. Do you have any other questions? No. Me neither. You may return to your rooms then. Keep working hard at your studies. Yes, sir, I will. Phew, that was a lot of reading. I have to save somewhere. Oh, I can't believe he actually admitted it. But I think that's because he wasn't trying too hard to hide it. If he seriously wanted to, he definitely would have been more thorough. True, he's the kind of person who could do that if he wanted. Perhaps we're too hasty in finding out the secret. Yeah, now I'm starting to feel a little bit bad about it. What? Even he seemed glad. He looked relieved to not have to worry about revealing it now that we know. Think so? Let's just assume that's how it is, shall we? Wahaha. Judas can be a bit pushy sometimes, but he's a fun guy to be around. Nice. As for the president... As for Celio, he has been cleared of all suspicion. On the contrary, I found out he's Rico's author. I can't believe the author of the series I loved so much as a kid is the president of my college. What a strange coincidence. It's so odd, yet it makes me extremely happy. I want to hear more about Rico someday. Hopefully Oscar can come along too. To be able to think... blah blah blah. Nice. True root, the professor's true identity. Yes, we'll admit the true root is like instantly. Okay, we will unlock the like remaining cards of this chapter 2. Hello? Yeah. Oh, we didn't even unlock it for like chapter 2, right? I forgot that we had so... Didn't we not finish this chapter 2 too? Maybe I forgot to save it. I'll be right back, I'll get some clothing, I'll be right back. So test. So I think, if I remember right, we like did in chapter 2 also 100%, but maybe I just have to redo that. So let's do that quickly, and then this is also 100%. We can skip the things. Oh, I love this. And also I got some drink yogurt thing, just before workout. Let's see, next choice. Where the choices where we forgot to say something. But yeah, how are you all enjoying the game? Let's see what we forgot here. There's some sea thing here. But how can we unlock this? Sea. Oh, I see. Basically, I think the sea thing we can only unlock when we got it from the next chapter, right? So it's basically like, it could also be that like some chapters we haven't played yet will unlock the sea one. Let's buff here with Oscar, that's like one thing we can do. But didn't we not do it first? Okay, novel, special training. Oh, we had it before. Shamelessly gay is perfect. Yeah, thanks. I think like it's also like something new for me. Like it's not new for me to be shamelessly gay, but shamelessly gay on stream, of course. And also like I think it helps me to be not so stuck up about stuff, right? So yeah. Thank you also all for being here. True. Mr. Sourpuss. It's a fun name for Theo. Japan maybe? There's nothing new. The thing is, like, if they are not unlocked yet and will be unlocked in the next chapter, then we cannot 100% it anyways yet, right? This is also... Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, just like really like overly safe to not break any boundaries. But of course, like for like other people, it would be totally casual, right? So like it's totally fine. The thing is, like, this is like some kind of loop thing, right? So I think we can end it here for this chapter. Right? We did not have that yet. We have here cards for it. Yeah, this didn't change anything. And here, let's try if we can unlock something here. Let's see. We can of course like buff with the other people, right? Be time. Let's go. We were everywhere before. So also next choice. Buff time. For the first day. Let's go this time with Celio for the first day, I guess. Let's see how this is. Maybe he says something different. This is our first time taking a buff together, isn't it? That's right. Professor Derrich often buffs with students, but I rarely receive invitations myself. Oh, that's kind of sad. That's why I'm glad you asked me to come along today. Actually, I should be thanking you for coming. What? Just thought you were going to take your gloves off. Haven't I told you I have burns and would rather not show them? He still won't admit he has a tattoo, even though I told him I saw it. Oh well, I won't keep hounding him. How have things been going at the college? Just keep them out of my league. So that's it, don't worry, this happens every year. What it does, you students from different countries, it's only natural that you won't get along right away. But I'm sure you'll all be friends by the end of the year, don't worry. No, it won't take 1 year. But we did not unlock anything. Half time. Let's talk with Oscar. I hope it's saved. It's saved, Oscar. How was your day, Oscar? I guess I'm still thinking about that ghost. Oh, interested. Well, it's comforting to think there's an afterlife. Now that I think about it, isn't Haschreich's religion focused on the afterlife? Oh. I don't know much about it either, but apparently it says our bodies in this world are just shells and our true lives begin when we die or something. Kind of scary. Welcome back. We are also reading something kind of like the Bible. It is a furry visual novel. But if our time here is meaningless, wouldn't people just throw their lives away? When you think about it, religions must have a hard time finding a sense of balance. They have to keep people attached to this world while still offering salvation in death. You're trying to be a religious teacher? That's kind of Bible studies, okay. I'm not sure I agree. Okay. The Church of Oscar. Next choice. But this didn't unlock any hearts, right? All this sea stuff. What is the sea stuff again? Like it's like in some chapter, right? Birth time. Let's see. Let's invite Seed for now. Let's see what he's saying. I mean, Julius beat Theo like it was nothing. You don't talk to him that much, no. Isn't it amazing? It certainly is powerful, but I don't find it that appealing. What? Why not? It is not the kind of EP I'm searching for. Oh, you're looking for a certain one? Never mind. Wait a second, what does he mean with that? Does he think of EPs as something like, kind of like kinky stuff? Is he crazy? Is he looking for a massage EP? Or what else could this be? Soft ice EP? That would be great. Soft serve ice cream. Like making soft serve out of thin air. It is nothing, for goodness sake anything. Really suspicious. Okay. We'll save again. Previous choice. Half time. Then now let's path with Julius. Maybe he tells us more about how we can unlock our EP better. It was so cool when you fought Theo. I think so? Wahaha, you do me too much honor. But even though your EP was strong, it didn't take very long for him to find a way around it. But of course, I've experienced it many times. You have? Even I must be willing to put my experience to the test. You never know what kind of situations you will be in. I know, I'll share some of my experience with you. He says that Julius pulls me closer to him, then limits my freedom of movement by holding my arms behind my back. I guess that's working without EP. Now, what should you do when you're grabbed from behind like this? Instead of worrying about that, my mind is on the soft protrusion pressing. Whatever. Come on, try to get free. Concentrate on what you must do. Well, what should I do? To be honest, I'd rather stay like this and enjoy the feeling. Have you given up? Well, true. Totally exploring their bodies. Okay, you must think I'm annoying, don't you? No, not at all. You're fun. Ah. Maybe I should have fought back a little more. Next choice. But I didn't unlock anything, right? So maybe I just have to... Next choice. There's a lot of text now. Let's say pass. What happens then? Oh, terrible. What is... Oh, one day I shall win your trust, for I am Julius, your dependable upperclassman. Just you wait. Wahaha. Kind of feel bad for coming across that way. Oh well. It's not that close to Julius, but I'm starting to see what an honest person is. Just need to give him a chance. I'll invite him next time. No, we'll end some other time, Julius. Okay, I guess all the other things we can only unlock in when we play later chapters, I think. So yeah. So that's it for now. Maybe I missed something, but I will play it on my own. And yeah, this is basically the game. It was really fun. I think I had a great time. The character art is cute. It's light-hearted fun. And I will see how I would rate the game when I finish it. But I cannot stream the rest. So, yeah, what did I want to say? Kind of forgot what I wanted to say. When I finish this game, I will play the first chapter of Knights College 2 though. So please look forward to that. And any other games, please give me game recommendations too. Or like Christmas recommendations. And what else is there? Yes. No, it was quite uneventful. What does uneventful mean? Like I finished that whole chapter. But yeah, true. It was safe. But yeah. Please everyone have a good sleep and I will go to workout now. I will also check who I will rate. But yeah, I had a great time with this. It was really fun. Yeah, really enjoyed the game. Definitely, I'm happy that like friends showed me that. I think for now, let's rate Bruno Bear. Still Fox attack. And I will see if tomorrow I will do like what I will do. Maybe I will draw something. Maybe some studying. Maybe some other game. Who will see? But yeah, everyone have a great night or day. And be safe. and eat enough warm food in the cold season. Yes. Woodland Rary, thank you so much. But yeah, now everyone, goodbye, bye bye.